We are back in Destiny 2 for another Xur video. Okay, so he is on Nessus. More importantly, he's in the Watcher's Grave. So once you land there, pull out your Sparrow and yeah, head over there. But he's always in the same place when he's on Nessus. This giant tree. So yeah, just climb on top of it. See what he has. Alright, let's crouch. No, don't revive him. Alright. Let's see. Alright, for the exotic weapon, he has Xur's Regime, which is an exotic auto rifle. Weapon perks are hammer-forged rifling, tactical mag, spinning up, dual speed receiver, hand laid stock. Xur's Regime does have a catalyst. The intrinsic trait is Xur's Legacy. The bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health on kill. For PvP, this is actually pretty good. Surprisingly. I like it. I don't really use it that much, but if you want to use an auto rifle and have fun and be annoying, you can use Xur's Regime. It's a good weapon. I suggest getting it. Moving on to the Graviton Forfeits, which is exotic helmet for the hunter. The armor perk is Banishing Shadow. Basically, whatever invisibility effect that you get from the Void Super increases the duration of it. When you are invisible, your melee recharges faster, your weapons reload faster, and your recovery is greatly increased. When your melee recharges faster, it makes you more invisible, which has increased the duration of the invisibility. So basically, it's a cycle. The total stats is 69, with strength being the lowest. But the mobility is kind of high. You really want a lot of strength though, so your melee recharges faster, and also your mobility, so your dodge recharges faster. That way you can be invisible like all the time. I would get this one just because of the mobility, even though it has like the lowest strength ever. But if you don't have a good Graviton Forfeits, yeah, get this one. There's a public event starting, so yeah. Yeah, fail safe, I get you. Alright. Moving on to the Actium War Rig, which is an exotic chest plate for the Titan. The armor perk is auto loading link. Basically, when you wear it, your auto rifles or machine guns are reloaded from reserves. It also provides benefit to the airborne effectiveness of auto rifles and machine guns. The total stats is 70, which I believe is the highest or the second highest. It's pretty good. I mean, the stats don't really contribute anything to the armor perk. But if you're looking for something that has high intellect, then you can get this one. Titans mostly use this chest plate with the exotic armor. I forget what it's called. Where is it? Sweet Business. Because Sweet Business has a lot of it has a big mag, and with Actium War Rig, that mag gets reloaded automatically. So yeah, it's pretty good with those two combos. Finally, Xur has a Karnstein. You should get it if you use either auto rifles or Sweet Business. Alright, moving on to the Karnstein armlets, which are the exotic gauntlets for the Warlock. The armor perk is Vampire's Caress. Melee and finisher final blows instantly grant cure and provide restorations for a short duration. Just like a vampire. When you melee, you get your health back. Basically, that's it. Whenever you melee enemies and you do finishers, it sounds like more of a PvE gauntlets, but there are way better gauntlets for the warlock for PvE. The total stats is 67, which is pretty high. Although strength is the lowest, and you kind of need strength in order for Vampire's Caress to activate, since you want to melee a lot. Yeah, it sounds like a fun exotic, but I would not get it. You can only get it if you want it for your collections, I guess. Alright, moving on to the Hawk Moon, which has Eye of the Storm. Actually, that's pretty good, so I think I'm gonna buy it, even though I don't know if I have a I think this is a better Hawkmoon than the one I have. You should get this Hawkmoon if you want a good Hawkmoon, actually. As always, Xur has the exotic cipher, which when you complete it, he has his Enology quest, my bad, which when you complete it, you get an exotic cipher, which you can use in the exotic archive in the tower. As always, Xur has an exotic Ingram for 97 legendary shards. Alright, moving on to the legendary weapons, starting with Anio Skate, which is a hand cannon. It has good perks, actually, slide shot and opening shots. But there are better hand cannons out there in the game, like Rose, Igneous Hammer, but there's so many hand cannons I don't even remember. But yeah, if you don't have any of those weapons, I guess you can get the Annual Escape, but I wouldn't bother. Moving on to the Legal Action 2, which is a pulse rifle. Armor perks are Surplus and Frenzy. I would just skip this. There's way better pulse rifles out there. Like this one, Disparity, which is a pulse rifle. It has Pugilist, Headstone, and Ambush. Those don't sound like good perks, but you can always craft this weapon, so you can get any perks that you want for it. Moving on to the Far Future, which is a sniper rifle. The armor perk or the weapon perks are Surplus and Opening Shots. Opening Shots actually pretty good for a sniper. Surplus not so much. I would get this since it's the impact is pretty high. If you don't have a good sniper rifle, I would try this one out. Moving on to the Last Man Standing, which is a shotgun. The perks are Threat Detector and Swashbuckler. It's an aggressive frame. I guess you can use it for PvP because of Threat Detector. If you don't have a good shotgun, like shotguns out there, like the Fellwinter's, Wastelander, so on and so forth. I will go ahead and get this. Moving on to the Interference 6, which is a grenade launcher. The weapon perks are Clown Cartridge and Threat Detector. It doesn't really have spike grenades or proximity grenades. I would just skip this. And last but not least, Xur has the recurrent impact, which is a machine gun. It's a rapid fire frame, so it's not very good. It has Genesis and firing line. I believe you can I guess you can't craft this weapon. I thought you could craft it, but I guess you can't. I would just skip this, honestly. It's a rapid fire frame. So yeah, it kind of sucks.